There's two kinds of people. There's one kind of person which all they want and all they strive towards is to rest, to chill, to relax. And they seek and look forward to the times when things will be easier. And believe it or not, if we look, the people with that mindset have the hardest lives. They have challenges, one after the other, hardships that are out of their control that show up in their lives. And then there's people who actually make their lives harder voluntarily. They seek discomfort. They go on the offense. They attack challenges before they come up in their lives. And those people on the exterior seem to have an easier life. They seem to have less challenges come up in their lives. Now, of course, there are exceptions. And if we judge people by their exterior, we can get fooled very easily. If we look at social media and we see the highlights that people are posting of their easy life, we might get fooled by assuming or thinking that their lives are easy. But in reality, nobody has a free, easy cruising, smooth sailing life. So if we strive constantly to have easy times, then God is going to bring challenges on the back end, because in reality, we're not in this world to chill. We're not in this world to smooth sail. And it's either we're on the offense or we're on the defense. Either we are seeking discomfort. We look at our fears and we overcome them. We face them. We see the patterns that are repeating in our lives over and over and over again, and we attack the root cause. Or we don't work on those things, and then they show up on our lives repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly in order for us to be forced to deal with them. And there's one main difference between the two. One is proactive and the other one is passive, but the proactive one has purpose. The proactive one gives us fulfillment. The proactive one gives us that dopamine spike of working out in the gym, pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone, pushing our limits. We all know that if we go to the gym, if we work out, if we run, we get a runner's high because we voluntarily put ourselves through a challenging workout. It's the same thing in any area of life. But if on the other hand, we're forced to lift boxes because we have to, in the end, we're working out the same, but on one end, we feel great about it. On the other hand, it's against our will. It's like going with the tide or going against the tide. We can't stand still in life. We can't just relax and seek to not move. We're in the big ocean where there's waves, high waves and low waves. Either we just wait for the waves to come and to push us around, or we have fun in the waves. We jump like on a jet ski. So ultimately, there's a specific amount of hardships and struggles that need to come into our lives, because life is about growth. Life is about evolving. Life is about overcoming challenges and becoming a better version of ourselves in the process. And if we resist that, then God will force it down upon us. He will force us to work on the things that we need to work on, to force us to work on the character traits that we're here to fix. And it's up to us if we're going to be proactive or if we're going to be on the receiving victim end. So, bottom line, if we want to strive, if we want to thrive, actually, then we need to constantly seek discomfort. We need to identify what patterns in our lives are constantly repeating. time and time again. Get to the root cause, because we are the ones that are reflecting this reality in our lives. And if we want to have a less challenging life, then we need to make our lives more challenging. Not for no reason, but with purpose. Because if we identify the patterns in our lives, if we identify the things that are holding us back from stepping up, we can see that it comes back to certain character traits. It comes down to certain habits. And it's either we manage and we overcome and we conquer ourselves, or we're going to reflect our negative character traits in our lives that will be then reflected back on us and makes our lives miserable. So that's the choice. The choice is, do we face ourselves? Do we face our fears, our challenges? Or are they going to face us? Are they going to rule us? And again, the outside, the exterior is a reflection of those things that we need to work on. It's a reflection of all the reasons why we're in this world. We're in this world to better ourselves. Nothing is perfect in this world. The majority of this world is challenges and suffering. That's the truth. And that's why people that seek comfort, people that seek to have it easy, end up having it harder. Because they're seeking something that's not of this world. The only way to bring heaven into this world is to accept that this world is full of challenges and suffering, and actually to embrace it and put ourselves through the workout of life. And not be forced from the outside, not wait for God to bring the inevitable into our lives. We can't escape what we know we need to work on. We cannot escape it. God will not let it slip. If we miss the opportunity in this world to work on ourselves, we will have to pay the price in the world to come after we die. So there is no escaping it. We're in this world to work on specific things, and there is no escaping that. But if we face it and we're proactive and we put ourselves through the struggles voluntarily, we will actually enjoy it. We will get dopamine out of it. We will feel good about ourselves, about conquering ourselves, about conquering and being proactive in the world. As opposed to on the back end, those challenges will come, but because we're going to be on the receiving end, we're not going to be able to get that same benefit, to get that same dopamine, to get that same feeling good, as if we're the ones that are putting ourselves through the workout of life. And that's the difference between someone who thrives and someone who suffers. Someone who thrives chooses the challenges in their lives. Everybody wants a six-pack. Everybody wants to be in great shape, but nobody wants to go through the workouts. Nobody wants to do the dieting. So the ones that thrive don't just choose the good outcome that everybody wants. They choose what they're willing to suffer. And they enjoy the process of suffering. It becomes a lifestyle. Somebody who's in great shape is not in great shape just because they want to be in great shape. No, they're in great shape because they came to a mindset where they enjoy the vigorous dieting, the excruciating workouts. They enjoy it. And they chose the hard parts. The easy parts, the end result, everybody wants. So why are most people out of shape? Because they only chose the end result. They didn't choose the process. It's the same thing in business. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to make a lot of money. But why do so few people make money? Because everybody wants to make money, but nobody wants to do whatever it takes. Nobody wants to do the hard part. But the ones who truly are successful come to love the process. They come to love the challenging aspects. That's what they choose. So in order to get to where we want, we can't just choose the end result that everybody else wants. We gotta choose which part of our lives are we willing to let go of, and we gotta choose our suffering. And our suffering that we're willing to put ourselves through is what will lead us to the end result that everybody wants.